So day one of my digital detox, and it already feels a little bit strange. My alarm goes off, and instead of reaching for my phone or a podcast, I just sit with my coffee, a book, and actual silence. And you know what? I actually really enjoyed it. Weird, I don't know. Just me, the morning, and my coffee. No voices, no stimulation in my ears telling me what to think, what to do, how to grow. Just presence. And then I went for a walk alone, again, no earbuds, no music, no podcasts, just me and the sounds outside, the birds, the wind, sun on my skin. And I tend to just watch and consume learning content, and that has been burning me out. It's been making me feel overwhelmed, and having everyone else's opinions online, everyone else's coaching advice. And as a coach, I need space to hear my own voice, to hear what I want to come through for me, and that is impossible when your brain is wired 24/7. And then I just took some time to journal by the water, just quiet, grounding. And this one was a biggie for me. I'm having dinner by candlelight instead of the TV on in the background to distract me. And I was actually just playing my voice note for my friend. She's actually about to do a digital detox too.
I'm about to do another digital detox myself. My university class, but as far as my classes I teach, I don't have them until tomorrow.
Super good to have people on your wavelength and who can support you in that. And so far, day one already shown me what I didn't know was missing, and this is day two. So here's day two. Woke up again with no screens. I even picked a cute outfit because the weather was too good not to. We had sun in Scotland, and today I saw a friend in real life. Big win. So this is huge for me. I get stuck into consuming constantly. I lose days to podcasts, scrolling, building my business, and I forget people exist in real life. So face-to-face connection, real laughs, energy unplugged, and it feels amazing. And I just wanted to mention this, like, a digital detox isn't just about absence of screens, it's more about presence, and presence with yourself, with your environment, with the people you actually care about. Day two was a reminder I don't have to live in a 24/7 feedback loop, and life is happening here, outside the screen, and it's really, really good. And so far my brain feels quieter, my body feels lighter, and I can already feel little nudges of clarity, messages coming through that I didn't even know I needed. That is the magic and of stepping back and giving your nervous system a break so your intuition can speak. So I just thought I would jump on and actually speak to the camera for like day two and catch you up, because day number one of the vlog, the detox, I was actually moving through something really emotional the first day, and well, the night before, and I was like, oh my god, like going into this digital detox and having all this time on my hands to be able to think about what I'm kind of going through right now, and these feelings is going to be a nightmare. But actually, this is why you do these things. This is what detoxes are perfect for. It's so that you are able to sit in the uncomfortableness, sit in the pain that you're feeling, and not numb out. So actually it ended up being what I needed. And there was no numbing out, there was no coping with other things, there was no distracting, because what I'm doing this detox for is because I'm a coach, and I've fallen into the habit of the consuming like content, but I used to dress it up in the way of, well, it's okay because it's like helpful content, it's like podcasts, I'm learning something, but it became like 8 podcasts in a row each day, and I was just like, there's a time when it just becomes too much of anything. And to strip all that away, and honestly, like day one was good because I got to sit with my feelings and actually sit with that discomfort, and actually like tap in and say like, what is it I'm needing here? Like, what do I feel, without, you know, blanketing it over. And really, like, I've never done a digital detox before. I've always had something on the background or podcast when I'm walking, and it's just been such an eye-opening experience, even the first 2 days. And today was a lot easier because I have been out with a friend, and we were, you know, I don't, the thing is with me, when I'm trying to build my business at the moment, and I get so locked in and focused on, you know, content or doing this or doing that, I literally forget about like the outside world with friends, and that can be really bad for me. I go like hermit mode. But I never feel like I'm ever alone because I always have, you know, like podcasts and things like that. But stripping all that back and actually going outside and speaking to your friends about like life and actually doing things, you so need that. Like, you really do. And sometimes I can be so bad at like just dealing with things alone, or yeah. And so today was super fun, and again, I don't feel like I needed to reach for my phone. I didn't feel like, you know, it wasn't like an urgent feeling. And honestly, like, I'm someone who doesn't mind sitting in silence, but I really needed to do something like to shock the system, because the consuming the content was becoming a problem, and that is a major distraction for me sometimes. And I just feel like I'm one of those people who want to consume and know everything about, like, you know, self-help and, you know, different opinions. I like to get like a broad perspective of, you know, all these different like takes on life, and it just becomes like overwhelming and it burns you out. And I just want to be able to really hone my own message and inner voice, and, you know, work through any feelings that arise during this time that maybe I haven't dealt with. And that will be really interesting. I've been journaling each day, and yeah, like, it's been actually very refreshing, and just having time to like sip tea and read a book and catch up with like a book, instead of like this digital in your eyes, blue light in your ears. Like, a book is just so nervous system regulating. And yeah, so day 2 done almost. I'm gonna go now and yeah, get a cup of tea, read a book, and I will check in maybe in a couple more days. But so far so good. And definitely, like, just unplug for like a week. You can do it. Like, honestly, our brains are not designed for all this consumption. Like, even if we do trick our brains into thinking, but it's good for us, like, it's good content, we're going to learn something, even that is too much as well. We need to strip it back. Being outside, which I love, and just, it's just been so weird to just sit in my room and not hear any noise from like a TV or a laptop. Like, it's just dead silent, and I actually really like that. I'm actually getting really used to it. And it's another form of discipline as well, self-discipline. And it's good to test yourself in these ways, because this would be someone's idea of hell. But I am actually really doing a lot better than I thought I would.
Go ahead and bring your knees and your feet together. Taking the exhalation, bend your elbows and squeeze the shoulder blades together.
There's a question I've been sitting with this week, and it's kind of midweek now, and that was, what version of me am I starting to outgrow? And another question I was asking myself was, when have I felt like this before? And this one was a huge epiphany. The answer came to me so clearly right in the middle of this digital detox, and that was Costa Rica. That feeling of being fully in my body, no distractions, no noise, just me, my breath, and my life, and being present. That real connection, nature, community, like seeing my friends, and honing in on my purpose again. And I realised I haven't been trying to find something new. I've been trying to come back to her. But somewhere along the way I convinced myself that version of me only existed there in Costa Rica, and that I couldn't bring that energy back home with me to Scotland. That I had to shrink or be more digestible, tone myself down so other people felt comfortable. And I realised halfway through this, sitting in all this silence, that I'm outgrowing that version of me now. That version who thinks her magic is location dependent. The version that believes she had to dim her light just to fit into places she's already outgrown. But the truth is, the version of me was never created by Costa Rica. She was always me. And this detox has brought me back to her. Back to my body, back to my truth, and back to what actually matters. And when you come back to yourself like this, you stop abandoning who you are, and life starts to meet you there.
To dry skin, you wash it off with water. The next step is to apply the night serum. This serum contains dimethicone.
And as this digital detox comes to an end, I didn't expect to feel this grounded, this clear, or this back in myself. And these next few moments were something I'll never forget. And actually, this is me receiving my first proof copy of my book, Awaken the Higher Self. So you're seeing my reaction live as I was reading it myself. A book I've actually been writing for months while travelling the world, something I poured my heart and soul into, quietly, consistently, and in between life. And to finally hold it in my hands physically and tangibly, it brought me to tears. It felt real, it felt like a little piece of me. And then something even bigger came through, literally right as I was reading this. An email, a partnership, a company wanting to collaborate with me on something to do with travel. Something I genuinely never thought would be possible, but always secretly saw in my mind's eye. Oh my god. And it just made me think this week. I stopped overthinking, I came back to myself, I slowed down, I got quiet, and somehow everything started moving. It's like the moment you turn inward, life starts responding outward. And sometimes you forget that. Not because you're chasing it, but because you finally stopped abandoning yourself and numbing out. And that's what this week has really been about. Coming back to what matters. Being present, living slower, seeing the people I love, and remembering who I am underneath all the external noise. And this digital detox has been everything and more. And it's been so eye-opening to finally realise something I've been trying to recreate ever since Costa Rica, that it was never the place, it was just the stillness. It was me fully connected to myself without the noise or distraction, and without abandoning who I am for the sake of other people. And I've been chasing that feeling ever since, not realising it was never lost. It's always something I can return to. And if you're watching this feeling a bit lost, a bit disconnected, or like you've drifted away from yourself, I just want to gently invite you back home, back to you. Because coming back home to yourself is honestly the most intelligent form of self-love we can practice.